If we only could talk just a little, find a place where the past is forgiven. You moved on.
Check, 1 2 1 2. Is this thing working? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome. Come one, come all. Love is here, baby. The love is here. There is no audio echo. That is not true. There is no audio echo. That is not true. Wouldn't make any sense. I think it's on you. Maybe I have it in 2 places. Nope. There's no audio echo. I repeat. There's no audio echo. I repeat. You are misinformed. Please confirm that you are misinformed. Yeah, see? No echo, see? I happen to like this music. How dare you? Had to do it twice. Had to do it twice for a Friday. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I'm so motivated. I'm feeling amazing today. Absolutely lovely. We called along for Bitcoin. We wake up in the money. We called the Bitcoin cash play. We wake up in the money. So much happening today. Shout out to each and every one of you. If you didn't think there was opportunity, if you got depressed, if you got on your down on your head, that you didn't make the Bitcoin cash call, you didn't make the Bitcoin move, and you missed out on big gains. So shout out to everybody here as Bitcoin pumping to 30,244, an absolute booming to the upside here for Bitcoin. An amazing, amazing move to the upside. Oh no, Bitcoin tanking down to 30,200. I'm like getting my numbers messed up. Bitcoin taking a tank all the way to the downside. Unbelievable. Let's take a look at this right now. Bitcoin dumping. Thank you, baby. I got distracted. Literally, it was doing great, and then I took a shower and worked out. Thank you, sweetheart. Babe, the baby's all over me, babe. Wow, it's hot out in the suit. Humid day today. I'm about to sweat through my clothes. My goodness. Babe, could you tilt this fan further down on me? I need this fan tilted on me. Okay. It's very hot. Very hot. All right, let's take a look, though. But we did wake up to gains this morning for Bitcoin. It boomed up to 31,200. We're going to talk about that move to the upside. Got a massive move down. We know there's options expiring today, so there's going to be a lot of nonsense. Let's break it down. Ooh, that's so nice. That changes the game. Oh, my God. Oh, on my legs, too, right? Yeah. I was sweating like a Molotov cocktail over here. All right, let's take a look at the price action. Let's break it down. Forgive me for mentioning. It looked like I thought we were at 30,000. I saw the 190, and I was like, oh, wow, it went back up to 31,190, but it did not. It tanked to the downside. Let's break this down. This unexpected tank of real manipulation out of nowhere. Let's break it down. Let's talk about what we see for bitty Bitcoin. So if you're trading with me in the last couple days or even just the last few hours, we found this cup and handle last night in the price action, and we talked about it making a move to the upside. We got a beautiful move all the way to the upside for Bitcoin. My target was 31,200. We went to 31,271. A beautiful move. There's your cup. There's your handle. We broke up to the upside. We nailed it. Then we made this little flag, and we started to pump, and things were looking pretty good. The 1 hour was a little high, though. It had already made a high and was coming back up. There was a little bit of bearish divergence on the 15-minute time frame. I'll give you that, as this was swinging to the downside here on the RSI. But it was not swinging to the downside on price action, right? Let's get that music up and running for you, too, as well, so you can dance to the beat. I'm just in a great mood. I don't really care what the price action's doing. I don't let price action control my mood. I'll tell you that right now. I used to sometimes. Today it is what it is. I go after the gusto of life, man. We're in this life. We live life. You get to breathe air every single day. Exciting times to be alive, right? So even the 15-minute, I guess, not even really a bearish div, because that points to the downside too as well. Well, that points to the downside. But let's see. I did see a bearish div. I want to find out where I saw it. Maybe the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, that 1 hour kind of a bearish div right there. If you don't use the wicks, because that swings up. Well, that swings pretty flat. RSI was getting a little high too as well. All right, but that was an unexpected dip to the downside. They're trying to pressure the price below 30K, because if they can get the price to close below 30K on the options expiry, a bunch of guys can get paid. But if they can keep the price above 30K, so a bunch of people are using the price, they're trying to manipulate the spot price to make money on the options expiring. It looks like they're trying so hard to bring us lower than 30,000 with everything they have. It looks like they're throwing the kitchen sink at us. I'm going to get rid of all my old work and break this down again and look at it fresh. But if you were in the trading group, you hit massive gains this morning to the upside. We're up about 20% on a 9x leverage call. Completely up to you how much leverage you want to use, where your stop loss is and stuff like that. I do show you the live trade, what I'm doing. And you can kind of see and I post, what happened. If you're on my Twitter, check out my Twitter, up 10%. We're up even more, though, on this one. I don't know why it does that. Whenever I use the MEXC one, and I don't take the picture of it myself, Twitter does a bad job. One thing that Twitter doesn't do a lot is you'll put a link to, like, your trading view. Like, say I want to put out this chart. You'll put a link to it like this, and it won't show the chart link. A lot of times I have to take a picture of the chart and post the chart with the link, too, as well. I don't know why Twitter should be posted like this. This should show what you're posting. You know what I mean? It should show what you're posting, just so you can understand what's happening here, right? But there you go, 17% gains for Bitcoin right there, in at 30,451, out at 31,039. Bang, bang, bang. And this thing went up even more to 31,200 while I was a sleeping like a baby tonight. Woke up to gains. Went from 10% all the way back up to 17. Switched from light mode to dark mode. I'm sorry for the vampires out there. I'll keep it on dark mode for you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Notifications, what's happening? Tom Crown, love you, brother. I missed. Oh, yeah, it's funny. Live on ATB. It was an amazing ATB with me, Tom Crown, Marta Kelly, my man Feroz, and DZ. Felt like a family again. I'm on the show so much. So many people, I just love them. SEC hints no spot Bitcoin ETF. They're going hard, saying they're not going to let it happen. They're going to do everything they can, right? Man. Insane, right? Anyway, if you had to be trapped in a TV show, oh, come on. All right. Join MEXC and get bonuses, worth 1,000 beans and pay no fees. MEXC is the greatest place to trade. I'm telling you right now, as I show my bags. But MEXC is the greatest place to trade, long term. You know what I mean? I love MEXC, and I'll tell you why I like MEXC. All right, because it's got the most coins. Number one, the lowest coins that nobody knows about to the biggest coins that everybody trades. and 0 spot maker and taker fees every single time you open up a trade. Imagine not paying a fee. I sound like a shill, but I'm telling you things that are true. I do receive commission from MEXC. It does help me when I talk about MEXC. I'm very open-minded and I'm very open and transparent. But I also want to let you in on little things that I know, like no spot maker and taker fees. And this may not last forever. I DCA into Bitcoin using this, and it helps me out so very much. Let's break down Bitcoin. Let's talk about what just happened. Is this a Bart Simpson head that's about to take us further down? Are we about to get a tank to the downside? Let's look at all the options. Let's look for bearish and bullish confluence. Let's get way to the moving averages for a second. Let's look at price action on the daily time frame. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. All right. So right now we have a bit of a double top forming. All right. Do we have bearish div on we really don't, because that swings up while that swings up. No real bearish divergence. On the daily, if we had bearish divergence, I would be pretty wary and, it would tell me how. Let's be careful here. So we have resistance at 32,370. We have resistance where we came here at 31,000, 31,100, 30, we'll call it 31,000, right? It's a zone, it's an area. So here's our two next big resistance areas to compete with. We've already shown that this is a very strong support at about 24,900, 25K. We bounced off it to the upside. We broke out of the beautiful falling wedge that we talked about over and over again. We were able to find that move with that little flag right there above it. We played it, and it continued up. Then there was a flag right there. Both those little flags in the 1 hour were during my live stream, so I was able to come out and talk about them when they happened, and they would push, and we would get these massive moves for Bitcoin. If you were in my trading group, you were able to nail this massive move for Bitcoin. So now we look at the daily, and we look at our next levels to watch, to pay attention to. So right here, we kind of wicked into this zone, and I'm going to make it a zone because there's some wicks around it and into it. So right here is our next area of liquidity that we may drop down to is 28,300. Then we have this beautiful support here. And what I keep harping about, and I'm consistent over, is the fact that we want to close the candle above these two candles on the weekly. See these? This is 30,300 is weekly support or resistance. Where does it come from? It comes from where these two candles closed right here. See that? And you can see where this one opened at 31,000. No, it opened at 30,300. Or no, it closed at 30,300. Where did this open? This one opened at 30,300. So 30,300 is a level we really want to hold. And right now we're below it. We did get wicked down and we got bought back up, which is a very bullish sign that there's buy pressure to the upside on the weekly candle. Weekly candle just getting started too, and lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. Also, we haven't got that huge volume in. We still got a pretty big spike to the upside. When volume really starts to come through, it looks like it's going to be more bullish volume than bearish volume. At the same time, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. All right? Make sure I'm squared away here. Never wore this tie, this shirt. Never wore this ensemble in my life. First time ever. So, been doing a lot of first times. All the time I'm dressed in something different. Every time I'm on the show, you'll see me in probably something different every single day. Yeah, it's exciting. You can watch the show. What is he going to wear today? What combinations is he going to flip today? So, right now, we're kind of below that weekly support that I would like us to hold at 30,300. Everything was looking lovely, literally, like 5 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago, everything was awesome. I took a shower. I got out of the shower, and boom. We took a $700 drop from 30,009 to 30,200 for Bitcoin. So the weekly, setting up pretty nicely. Our next big support is at 28,300. But if we can hold weekly support, then we have another weekly support start there at 29,300. You can see that. So these are areas to watch for sure, in my humble opinion, for Bitcoin. All right, now we're going to go to that 3-day chart, which is a little spent. I mean, we had our pump. We called the 3-day. I talked about it here. Then it made the shoulder, head, and shoulder. The right shoulder played out. We got the pump to the upside. If you don't know what I mean, look, if you double-click the stochastics, see the shoulder, head, and the right shoulder? That would have told you how to long Bitcoin right there. There was an inverted head and shoulder on the stochastics RSI. That was the exact place to get in right when the right shoulder started to form. And boom, we got to move to the upside. Getting a bearish cross back on the 3-day chart, suggesting that we will make a bit of a pullback for Bitcoin. All right, so right now the 3-day chart, it's got a little bit of worry here, right? Another thing that I'm looking at is now I want to slap on the moving averages for a second here. We come back to the 21-day. We know how important that 21-day moving average is. if we can continue sideways here. So the 3-day chart suggests some sideways price action for Bitcoin. Like we're going to range from 29.5 all the way up to about 31,000 area, 30,000 or 30,005, 29.5 to 35. So here's the flag right now that we're forming. Can we continue in this flag for the 3-day chart until the 21 touches price action? Right? And then the 21 will cross. And then we'll get a golden cross when the 50 crosses. So we just really need to see the 3-day stay above 29,260 to remain bullish. So have no fear, but that's a pretty big level to be watching. All right? A pretty big level to be watching for Bitcoin. Okay. So I like that. Let's take a look at our daily. Our daily's overbought. It needs to come on down. But the 21's not that far away, and we're staying in a sideward flag. Same scenario. Can we just stay sideways here in range for the next 4 to 5 days? Altcoins can have a little bit of a fun, and we could track back in to the 21-day moving average. All right? 22-hour looks lovely for a pump. Like says, hey, I want to pump right now, regardless of the daily. You're about to get a golden cross. You're touching the 21. You're inside of a flag, and price action wants to blast to the upside. You're also in a little flag on the RSI, and you have lack of bearish momentum on the stochastics RSI, and you have lack of bearish momentum on the MACD. This tells me that there's likely a big move coming for Bitcoin, the length of this pole to the upside, right? May take a few days. Wait for the breakout and the retest of 31,000, and you could get a beautiful move to $36,700. Basically $37,000. So that's the next flag that I'm looking at. This is the next big trade that I'm planning out. So our bullish scenario is that the 22-hour is low. Okay, the 3-day could go sideways a little bit. The daily's not in the best spot, but it could flip. There was a time where the daily wasn't going low at all. I'll show you if I can pick it out. And this is when we really started trading the 22-hour way more. Right here in this area here. See how the daily kept doing these half moves, never coming back down? And I looked at this area, and it was getting hard to trade because the daily would never reset. So I was like, when do we long? So what I did is I put a blue line on either side here. I went back to the 22, and this is alpha that's unbelievable. And look, at every time the daily didn't go below the dotted line, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 22 did. And the 22 gave us that call, that call, that call, that call. So I refer back to that zone, and it looks like we're going to kind of enter in the same type of scenario where the dollar may not, the daily may not reset all the way, but the 22-hour may continue to do so and give us the ideas to the upside. So right now I'm sticking to that 22-hour that's getting oversold. I like what we're seeing. Again, that area to watch and we want to stay above is 29,000, let's say, call it like 29.5, 29,450. Love to stay above that. If not, we're going to challenge probably 28.3, and if we break that, we're coming back down to $25,000. So could this be a kind of a Bart Simpson pattern that breaks down? There's a chance. Could you look at it as this is a shoulder, this is a head, and this is a right shoulder? I'm open-minded. Things you may not have thought about, like shoulder, head, right shoulder, break to the downside, all the way back down, black swan event. I believe it's highly unlikely with the ETFs coming on, but did all the ETFs get shut down? Does the SEC show power and create bearish sentiment on the market? Only time will tell. But show me the charts and I'll show you the news. As long as we stay above certain levels, I'm staying bullish for Bitcoin. So we go to the 4-hour, and the 4-hour is getting back to the overbought region, and it couldn't get above the resistance. So Bitcoin really needed to close a daily or a 4-hour candle above this wick here at 31,300. It tried. It just got rejected for a bit of a double top. That is a double top, in case you didn't know. And you're overbought on the stochastics RSI. Still, lack of bearish momentum in the MACD, and the RSI has fallen pretty nicely, getting below 50, and it's in a bit of a falling wedge that could break back to the upside. What you're hoping for now is the 1-hour very oversold that could somehow flip this 4-hour back into motion. So far, that's not going to be the case. And Bitcoin doing great out of that cup and handle to the upside. That's why we played it. But then it got rejected horribly and broke to the downside. This is the bearish divergence here that I was talking about on the 1-hour. It's right here. Not perfect to see. And again, bearish divergence, bullish divergence, you get to know it over time. You think you're going to, you get to know it over time. But swing up, swing down right there. Told you we're going to have a bit of a problem. We couldn't get above this resistance. So you were shorting resistance and boom. Again, unlikely that we were going to get a move that fast to the downside. That was a manipulated 1-hour candle. That 1-hour candle went from, it went all the way from 39,950, the high, 39,910. It opened, and it closed. Let's see here. I'm on the right candle. Yeah, and it closed at 30,135. I mean, it was a fast shot. Now, it even opened at 31,000, and it closed at 30,000. In 1 hour, we lost damn near $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. Wallow was just consolidating nicely for days on options expiry day on Friday. You don't think that's a little fishy? I don't know what to tell you. Then they got to bring it back down to 29, as if maybe they were trying to get that ox just to close below 30K and then bring it back to the upside. It got bought back up so nicely on the wick, all right? And so let's look back at our smaller time frame. So you saw my projections on the 22. Saw my idea of the daily. Now the weekly looks amazing too. The weekly looks like the stochastics are just turning back to the upside. Like we just kind of gander at this stochastic on the weekly here. Look at that turn to the upside. Lack of bearish momentum. This weekly says that a lot is coming our way, and we have a huge candle, and we're just getting started. Imagine when you saw the 1 hour with a green candle that big, and it was just curving from the below. I mean, this tells me a huge move is coming on the weekly, right? We get the 21 crossing the 200. Eventually, we're going to get the 50 to cross. I'm more bullish than bearish, I'll tell you that for sure. I'm more bullish than bearish. For now. That could change in the next 6, 7, 8 hours. Something could shift if we lose a key support zone. This does have Bart Simpson vibes. It could break us all the way back down to where the Bart Simpson began at about 26,500. We do have some support regions to deal with, though. 29.4 and about 28,003, 28,200. So right now we're still inside the flag on the 1 hour time frame. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. Is beat to the ground. It really should be very oversold at this point. You would expect somewhat of a bounce on this 15-minute. Unless you make a flag and you stay inside the flag. So, again, just like we do, you flip this upside down, just like we make a bullish flag and we wait for price action to interact with the 21, we make a bearish flag and we do the same thing here. 15-minute could definitely roll over and break to the downside here. However, the stochastics are low. We would like a move back to the top of the pattern. But if the stochastics reset back to the top and we stay lateral inside a pattern, then you know it's more likely you're going to get a short. That's a very easy way to short or long. You set up a flag, you wait for stochastics to reset, and you wait for the 21 to come into play. With the flag, the stochastics, and the 21-day moving average, you become invincible. You're just less likely to lose trades because you're not going to get into trades until the continuation pattern confirms that you should enter the trade. It's a beautiful way to trade. I'm telling you right now, it'll change the whole way you think. It won't make you FOMO. You won't have emotions. You'll be able to easily waltz right into a position, waltz right out. Without thinking or batting an eyelash. You'd be like, yeah, and the more you do it, the better you get at it. And when I mean the better you get at it, the better you get at trusting the situation. Trading is about, so you understand things for a long time, oversold and overbought, but you don't pull the trigger. And then you miss, and then you beat yourself for missing, and then you get in that cycle of negative self-talk and beating yourself up, right? That's not going to get you the results that you need, all right? Shout out to the 700 people on the live. God bless you all. 206 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watches. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Woo! Let's get the lemon into the water. I didn't do that. Did you work out today? I worked out amazingly. I pumped myself up, baby. You got to pump yourself up. There's no one else to pump yourself up but you. You got to believe in yourself every single day of your life. You got to believe in yourself. You got to make it happen. Only you can make it happen. Only I can get myself dressed this nice, showing up every single day, nailing the charts. Only I can do that. It starts with a good meal, a good family, good environment, good people around me. I keep negative people out of my life. The second someone is negative, they are out of my life. I have no space for negativity. I don't even like discussing negativity. This one's to you, boys and girls. Ladies and gents, lifers and lifettes, God bless each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So, we got jacked up and smacked up. We got to a low of 29,400. That's insane. Brought it right back up, but got it oversold on the 1 minute time frame. And we've seen this kind of cup and handle play out before. So we really desperately need this 1 minute to break back up the length of this pole. So we're watching the smaller time frames for confirmation. So this is the flag on the 15 that we don't want to see carry out. We want to see it break back to the upside here. Do we get a bullish divergence on that 1 minute? pretty sharp one, because here it is. I mean, this is wing to wing. It's hard to see. Once you open it up and look, you'll find it. There's your swing low to swing low. It's just far more like vertical, and it's not as easy to detect. And there's your swing up here on the RSI. That is a bullish divergence. We did get a move, and we tried to break this previous high. Right now, Bitcoin has resistance at 30,300, which is that support for the weekly, which is it. So the local time frame, the small time frames, the 1 minute needs to break back above 30,300 to remain bullish. We got to get a move back up. That measured move would take you somewhere to 30,900 if you just take the length of the pole. Actually, a little more gain there. Let me be more exact. There's your whole length. I mean, that brings you right back to 31,000. I wouldn't be surprised if we just make a violent move back up. I kept telling everyone, we also had PCE data today. Let's take a look at the PCE data. That came in at 8:30 this morning. All right. The personal consumption data shows price gains slowed in May. It's a good sign. On a monthly basis, price ticked up 0.1%. Let's take a look here. Inflation eased in May, but data also showed prices excluding food and gases stayed high. It's true. Food is still abnormally high. Like, food is insane. Restaurants, the prices at restaurants are out of control. It's been pretty crazy. An inflation measure that closely watches by the Federal Reserve slowed in May due to falling energy prices, but an underlying gauge of the price gains stayed elevated. Consumer prices broadly increased 3.8% last month from a year earlier, slower than the 4.3% pace in April and the 40-year high of 7% in June. The Commerce Department said Friday that the smallest annual gain since April of 2021. On a monthly basis, prices ticked up 0.1% following a 0.4% increase the prior month, according to the Personal Consumption Expenditure. PCE, baby. Energy prices, including gasoline, fell 3.9%, while food costs edged up just 0.1%. Household spending, meanwhile, rose at a more modest pace after surging in April. If few dollars are chasing after purchases, that could remove more pressure on inflation. Overall, there is little help to stop the Fed from hiking rates again in late July, says economist Andrew Hunter of Capital Economists. But with consumption growth and core inflation losing momentum, we still think that hike will prove to be the last. So they're going to raise the rates, but it could be the last rate hike. So it's a bearish bullish scenario. It's a sweet silver lining. How high will interest rates go in 2023? Although inflation overall has been steadily moderating, the Federal Reserve pays more attention to the core prices because they better reflect the long-term trends. Core inflation has slowed but remains stubbornly high because of sharp increases in rent, used cars, hotels, healthcare, and insurance. All right. And this was also had an effect on the markets today. The PCE data, right? So that's what happens, man. That's what happens. All right. And you got to watch this stuff. I'll be giving you the news every single day. I posted to my trading group. I said, we're going to watch PCE, personal consumption expenditure, and we're going to get to the bottom of it and find out what's happening. So there you go. That's the PCE for the day. It was more bullish than bearish but at the same time. All right. So here's the deal. This is what we're looking at, and we need to break out of this flag on the 1 minute time frame. We went from the weekly all the way to the 1 minute here. No other channel really breaks down so many time frames in a more concise manner and not in a confusing way. I've seen more time frames get made, but then you're like, wait, the guy said this, that. We showed you key levels to watch. You should write them down too, because it's like we went through it all, like the weekly, and then you can look at the other support regions that really need to hold. Bitcoin's still slumping down now, 30,077. There it is, 77. All right. Actually, I'm a little over now. I usually put myself a little over here. I don't want to be too bad on the charts, but I want you to see the number flashing there if I can. Check, 1 2 1 2. Check, 1 2 1 2. Man, what a beautiful day it is to be alive. The sky is beautiful. The sun is shining. I just take every single time that I'm alive as a blessing, man. Shout out to my dad, man. R.I.P. Jimmy Price. God bless you, brother. I love my father more than you would ever know. I lost him on May 2nd of this year. It's coming up on 2 months soon that he's been gone. I can't believe it. The last week, the obsessive, I would think about him every minute of the day. Now I think about him, but it's like every couple of minutes, I get some time for my mind to rest. But when he first died, it was just my dad. Like, I could not even think a moment. And I still think about him. And my hands look like his. When I touch something, I'm like, oh, that's his hand. It's my hand. I think about him when I drink something. I think about him when I look outside. I think about him when I talk about a bird. I think about him when I look at the ocean. My dad loved the beach. He loved the ocean. He was such a soul of life, man. He had a good experience on this earth. He rode his motorcycle until last year. We finally had to give it up. He only went 1 year without his Harley. God bless any one of you who's lost somebody in their lives. I feel for you more than you would know. It's funny, I'd be apt to more cry now if you told me your parents died. I cry for you, then I would cry for myself. My compassion for others is strong. I love each and every one of you. My love is strong. I talk about love every day. I tell my daughter I love her probably 20 times a day. I kiss both my kids and my wife. I kiss my mom. I spread love every single chance I get, any single moment I get, because love is the strongest frequency in the game. And when we live in love, we cannot be denied. When you're loving somebody, you can't be hating somebody. You can't be full of love and hate at the same time. So the more love you use, the more energy and abundance and higher your vibration will be, period. It's just that simple. So go to love whenever you get a chance. It's going to help your vibrational energy raise. It's going to make you you're going to have, when you're in love with other people, when you're spreading love, that's gratitude. Love is gratitude. It's the same, it's a vibrational piece of the same feeling. Love and gratitude. So we're watching this 1 minute time frame for Bitcoin here. We would like to get a push to the upside here at 31,000. Bitcoin has to get back above 30,300 to remain bullish. That's going to be a big deal. Let's see if the 1 minute can start to get the push. We do got the bullish divergence right there. That should be our bottom for the day based on the divergence at 29,000. About, I think we wicked all the way down to 485. I could tell you if we just look here, the low was, you zoom in and you hit the candle and it will give you the low of that candle. 29.5, the one next to it, right there. Yeah, it says 29,500, but to me, I see 475 on the wicks. Anyway, we got to get this break back to the upside on this 1 minute. We got to break this small time frame. We're going to know in the next, hour at the most, probably 20, 30 minutes, if Bitcoin can break back above 30,300. Breaks back above 30,300, we stay inside this bigger pattern that we've been in for a while. Times are okay. We don't. We start to break down. This flag breaks us down. We go further to the downside. All right? And we get ourselves up. We have basically what looks like a Bart Simpson pattern. So I went over all the bigger time frames, but right now we got to watch the 1 minute for confirmation of a break above 30,300. We get that, things can change. We don't get that, not a good look for BTC. All right? Shout out to all my lovers of life. Where's the chat at? I didn't get to say hi to the chat yet. Sorry for my lateness today. I was a little light. Okay. ETF applications rejected. SEC news about spot ETF. Can you believe they rejected every single one of them? Even BlackRock? I thought BlackRock owned the SEC. I thought when you're the richest people in the world, you tell the SEC what to do. They don't tell you what to do. Okay, Yahoo Finance. SEC says spot Bitcoin ETF filings not clear and comprehensive. What the? The most beautiful asset in the world is not clear and comprehensive. Like, let's get real here, man. This is such nonsense. So crazy. The Securities and Exchange Commission said at a recent wave of application filed by asset managers to launch spot BKF traded funds were not sufficiently clear and comprehensive. The agency has informed about the inadequacies to exchanges NASDAQ and CBOE global markets that filed the applications on behalf of asset managers including BlackRock and Fidelity. The SEC declined to comment on the report, while the CBOE and NASDAQ were not immediately available. The securities regulator has rejected dozens of spot ETF applications in the past few years, including one from Fidelity in January of 2022. In all the cases, the regulator said the filings did not meet the standards designed to prevent fraudulent and manipulative practices and protect investors in public interest. This guy has never protected investors and the public interest ever in his life. He's a Goldman Sachs shill that turned into a Clinton spy. Like, the guy's the worst, man. The WS report on Friday dragged shares of cryptocurrency and blockchain-related stocks lower. Coinbase, Riot, platforms, and Marathon Digital fell below 3 and 3.7 in the morning trading. So that's what happened. Everything was going well till the SEC came out and rejected the ETFs, and that created a dump in Bitcoin. 950, that's exactly when it happened. I was about to go live. Everything was going great. I literally jumped in the shower like I do right before the show, got out of the shower, and things were just messy. Looked like we're going to lose 30,000 here and make a break to the downside on that options expiry. They might get what they want here. Looks like someone probably had options expiring lower and told them to put out this news. You get it? See how they can manipulate it and then they can win the options expiring. To me, it's the shadiest business I've ever seen. We were pumping this morning. Things were looking absolutely amazing. The TA was playing out. We had broken previous resistances. The cup and handle had blasted to the target. Everything was lovely. Waking up to a lovely, lovely day. Bitcoin Cash was blasting to the upside. We had money all over the place. People were making massive gains last night in the trading group. I just saw so many people posting gains. It was insane. Litecoin pumping, Bitcoin Cash pumping, Iggy pumping, Zen, MakerDAO, Compound had some gains. I mean, look, you got multiple coins up 20%, 49%, even the 16. Bitcoin Cash up 15%. Litecoin up 13%. I mean, it woke up to a massive green. Massive green. So we're watching the smallest time frame, basically. I mean, you can watch the 5-second and the 30-second chart as well. But the 1 minute and the 30-second both want to move back to the upside here. Can we hold 30,000? This is close. This is close. This falling wedge needs to break back out. We need the power of this divergence to play us out to the upside. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP now has lower liquidity too. What is this? This is a heat map order book. An order book is what? It shows you who's buying and how much they're buying. Now, this is an order book just for Bitcoin. You can pick your asset like Doge if you want just Doge, right? But you can pick the asset here for Bitcoin. And you can see there's orders to be bought at 29.5. So the orders go all the way to 28,500. BOOKMAP now suggests that we go lower. It shows all the orders to the downside as we battle 30,000 right now and try to hold 30K. My 1 minute chart suggests that we can battle it. This says there's a bunch of people trying to buy Bitcoin at 29.5, 29. But this could be whales trying to manipulate the price down to where they want it to be because they're trading spot, you know, they're trading options expiring. 29,006, 29,400 here is a big order, though. You have 838 or 58 Bitcoins, 658 Bitcoins. I mean, you're sitting right here with about 1,800 Bitcoins waiting to be bought in anywhere between 29,000 and 29,600. So BOOKMAP suggests there is a bunch of orders down there. It does show us where the whales are hiding and where they would like to scoop up more BTC. All right. Bitcoin just battled 30,000 strong, got to 30,300, almost lost the bag. Starting to break back to the upside here on the 1 minute time frame. Let's see. This flag, you got to get above 30,300 just for starters to remain bullish. Resistance. You got to break that resistance. From there, we can begin to walk on the bigger time frames. But this is where we desperately need to get a move for BTC. Sorry, I didn't mean to move myself. Just want to move the charts a little bit. There we go. All right, let's jump back into the chat for a second here. How's the chat doing? Love you from Sydney, Australia. God bless. ExpressVPN. Having trouble with this move. Get yourself to the 99 to better understand the circumstances with a group of traders that care about whether you make it or not in the space. Life or family, baby. Every day you wake up is a blessing. Shout out to my man. Amen. Thank you, God. Amen. I use NordVPN. If you need a VPN, I use NordVPN. NordVPN. Bitcoin is the best and strongest tested asset in the world, and they want to break it, but they can't. Amen. 3 years after mom's passing, I still think about her. You will always think about your parents. Amen. Grace Protocol, I love you. I remember when you went through that hard time, and you told me you were being there for you were the strong one for your sister. You were going through a lot. We love you, Grace. You taught me a lot about life, love, and the pursuit. You just taught me a lot. I felt your pain. I felt everybody's pain. My ability to feel other people's pain is a skill of mine, and to connect with other human beings. You know, I have two main skills. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I live by my passion. I wouldn't be here if I didn't go after my passions. I wouldn't be here if I didn't put my heart first. I was at work all the time. I was like, this is not what my heart wants. My heart wants to change people's lives. My heart wants to be loud. My heart wants to be a popular person around the world and be known. My heart wants to spread love and positivity every single day. My heart wants to live. And I was like, these jobs aren't doing it for me. This job isn't giving it to me. I'm not fulfilled, baby. So I had to make my own job. I had to go after my own life. I had to make it happen the way I wanted it to happen. And lo and behold, I showed up and you guys showed up, and together we made something absolutely beautiful. The Crypto Lifer Show, the Crypto Lifer community, the trading group. So much has happened since I decided to get off of that cubicle and follow my heart. God bless each and every one of you for helping me follow my heart. If you didn't show up every day, there's no way I would follow my heart every day, baby. But I know you're going to be here. So I'm going to be here. I'm not giving up on you. I'm not giving up on myself. I'm not giving up on the movement. I love you all more than you would ever know. And I stay blessed more than you would ever know. I'm super excited for each and every one of you. I love everyone that comes out and hangs out with me. And I meet you. You join the trading group. The energy, man. All you people are such blessed, beautiful people. Reading the comments right now is amazing. Amazing. The blue suit is rocking. What about the shirt, too, though? Like, to go on that, like, the shirt. Look at the shirt, man. The shirt is a vibe. Like, that's a vibe right there. You know what I mean? That's a vibe. Man. Bitcoin Cash will go down or not. We'll take a look at Bitcoin Cash in a second. Don't follow Bitcoin. Whatever Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin pairs on alts have been down as Bitcoin has risen. Alts are securities to the SEC. Amen. Got to roll out the Fed now first, and then they'll start the crypto takeover. Exactly. Really pick this up instead of getting pumped. Bitcoin options expired 54 minutes ago. This guy's funny. The beard is handsome. Thank you so much for saying that. God bless you, brother. Yeah, we don't deal with negative people, man. Like this guy, Loon C, man. Unless if you're gonna apologize, we'll let you stay. If you don't apologize, I'm probably gonna remove you. That's a nasty comment. I'll stay positive, man. I don't want any negative people in my life. If you're gonna be negative, bounce. Just bounce. All right? I love you. Shout out to D Shuffle, a new member of the house. Looking presidential with that suit. Shout out to Crypto Bellico. I saw that you joined the trading group, Bellico. God bless you. I see you. I see you who's who. Let's see that silver shirt, Lifer. That's so dope, man. Shout out to the psychedelic catfish in the house. God bless you, man. Got 60% on your Pepe Long call last night. Thank you, sir. Amen. Amen. All the excitement that the SEC kills it like that. At least you'll know what to do when Bitcoin gets the go signal. Where did you see BlackRock was denied? I can't. Maybe they weren't. Maybe it wasn't BlackRock. Doesn't make sense that BlackRock was denied. Not negative, just wanted to inform you. There's a nicer way to do that. You could have said, hey, man, I just want to let you know, right? Wasn't there a nicer way to say it? Let's go over your comment, man. Like, people try to backwalk their nasty comments. Like, it was kind of a nasty comment, bro. Bro, be better informed. Bitcoin options already expired. Like, just a nasty way to talk. You know what I mean? I wouldn't talk to you like that. I really wouldn't. I'd say, hey, by the way, man, I don't know if you noticed, but the options expired already. You know what I mean? They did not get denied. This is fraud. Amen. BlackRock is not denied, so there you go. Yeah, they just said the filings were inadequate. They'll refile again. Just an amen and resend. Liver's going to KYC and KuCoin after the craptastic news. I don't know if they're going to let U.S. citizens KYC. If they do, I will. But I don't know if they're going to let us in. It's a very, very simple technicality. Yeah. Some people are not good at communicating positively. Got to try, man. You want to connect to people on a positive level if you can. If you can. It's only going to help out your condition in life. For instance, like I may have a private jet one day and you might want to fly on it, right? I'm just saying. Things like that. Running inside because of insane smoke from VT from Canada wildfires, but still with you. Actually able to watch today instead of just listening. Keep doing what you're doing. Anyone using the Storm Gainer to trade, they have USD mining feature to make money to trade with. The Storm Gainer? CJ Baker, man. Isn't that Bear Baker, man? Why do you have a different name today? I thought Crypto Bear Baker. Oh, CJ Baker and Crypto Bear Baker are two different people. I'm getting confused. Liver, could you please explain why? Hold on. I got to change the wheels too fast. Could you explain why electoral make the decision even if a president wins the popular vote? Thanks. In my first year being able to vote. I'm not going to sit here and explain voting to you, man. Because the electoral college is a scam, all right? That's why. All right? And it's about how many people, how many delegates you get in the state depending on the voting. Really. So, there you go. The one thing I don't like is the minimal trade is $10. How's the Velo trade going. The Velo trade. We'll take a look at Velo. Lots of crypto bears. I mean, we switched to trading Bitcoin. I've been trading Bitcoin mainly, and Bitcoin Cash has been hot. I just find the hot coin and make it happen. Then I move on to the next thing. Seen Rick Ross test driving a Lamborghini boat today. Motivation. You're a blessing, bro. Keep up the great work. I've been watching for over a year now, and just want to say thank you. God bless you, brother. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you for being here. All right. Old system needs to correct, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, you just said exactly what it was. Like, you made it. You know. You say, even if you win the popular vote, how come you win with the Electoral College? It is what it is, man. Sam, these people ask me the weirdest questions, man. Old system that needs to correct, in my opinion. Crypto Pew Pew Cruise. Each state is assigned a certain number of electors based on its population. The winner of the popular vote in each state receives all of the state's electoral votes. You can spend lots of money on delegates. Not too fair. Because imagine if California could dictate everything. Yikes. Just smash the likes for the lifer. Do we have to get off KuCoin? I'm going to get into it. Don't worry. I'll do a whole KuCoin video. We have 2 weeks. Take a deep breath. We can still trade for 10 days and be fine. Just take a deep breath. All will be well. All will be well. All right. How many days left in June, too, actually? How many days are left in June? Tonight I have to sit and go through every single... My password thing is getting moved. So insane. So insane. So insane. So Bitcoin holds 30K. No matter what they try to do. They're trying so hard to push it down. I believe there's whales on both sides. There's people who have done options expiring above 30K and below 30K. So right now we're kind of breaking out and we're retesting the top of the channel. See this? We broke out. We're retesting the top of this channel. Could we get a bigger breakout to the upside? We're making a lower low right there. There's your low. I mean, a higher low. There's your higher low. We must put in a higher high. We got to break above 30,300. Especially with a low liquidity Friday. It's tough. It is tough. Shout out to the 322 likes, 661 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. All right. So Bitcoin, we're watching the 1 minute time frame. That's really what it is. All right. We got some news, too, to bring to you. We're going to talk about that in a second. Stay tuned for more. All right. So at the end of the day, that's what we're watching. Okay. Let's take a look at ES1. How ES1 did ES1 make any type of correlated move? Similar situation. What's happening here? Let's get out of the 1 minute time frame. I'm never really on the 1 minute. Wow. See, the S&P almost hits my target that I drew just yesterday. Look at this. How did I get this flag? Where did I get it from? I took the lane to the pole from wick to wick. Said we're about to break out of this, and we did. Look at that. We got I called this move on the S&P yesterday. Look at this. Monster move to the upside, out of the flag, breaking out. S&P getting a blast to the upside. They're going to have to print that money. The debt ceiling, when they raise the debt ceiling, they're going to print more money. Out of control. Out of control. Try to figure out why that was, we were missing my RSI. Also, the RSI for me personally, it's funny, they changed the indicator and changed the way I see the indicator, which to me is like, hey, how you going to change my stuff over here? I like to make the RSI a little thicker, personally, and take away the yellow line. I don't like to see the moving average on the RSI. I have other indications that are just as strong. I don't really need it. So look at this. I mean, you get the 100 and the 80. Crossing the 200 SMA. That was a bullish sign. You had the golden cross right there. Told you there was a big move coming. And look what happened. A big move coming for the S&P. S&P blasting to the upside. About to double top here out of this falling wedge. But what a move for the S&P. And we had you at a low. I've been calling the S&P since the bottom of the S&P. All the way back here on that daily. I called the bottom here in October. I have a video where I made the video. We clipped it out. We made it an exclusive video. Called the bottom right there for the S&P. And called that bigger move out of this flag. And then called the little flag to the upside. Even had this ascending triangle before we broke out. I had this triangle before we broke out to the upside. Once we got above the point of control, we were going to the high volume node. We're likely headed all the way to 4760. Back to the previous high right there. So the all-time high for the S&P, which is 4,800. I mean, we're coming for that all-time high. Do we double top is the question. We'll see once we get there. But the S&P just getting started on the daily for a big move to the upside. S&P looking for a massive move up. And again, it's going to go the length of this pole from wick to wick here. That's the measured move. That's put the S&P at that all-time high, 47.55 for the S&P. Daily just getting started. S&P looks absolutely beautiful. Let's look at the NASDAQ futures today. They actually look like they're going to blast on the daily too as well. Showed you this little flag here. The flag's actually a little smaller now. It already broke out of the flag. This is a one little move right there, but it could even go the whole length of this pole to the upside. NASDAQ, they're printing money right now. I'm telling you right now, they're going to have to print money with this debt ceiling. The money's going to go to the big institutions. The big institutions put the money into the stock market. That's how it works. So they directly inflate. So even though they try to quantitative tightening, they're taking their money out and they're putting into the Treasury, the TGA, the Treasury General Account. It still shows that money is going to flow. This is saying right now that a bunch of money is flowing into the NQ, and you're going to see a push to the upside. I see a measured move all the way the length of the bigger pole, just like the S&P. NQ all the way up to 17,000 for the NASDAQ. I mean, it's going to be a big deal. And it's going to come to its previous high too. Probably break that all-time high is what this measured move says. And they keep printing money. That money's got to go somewhere. It's got to go into the NASDAQ. So this ETF stuff is manipulating Bitcoin a bit, playing games with it. We're nicely holding this 30,000 pattern, though. And this, you could say falling, broadening wedge. We got to break above this resistance. Local resistance on the 1-minute chart has to be broken for Bitcoin to remain bullish. Just knowing what time frames to use at and why is a skill. Like Bitcoin starts to move fast, you know when to use the 1 minute. You know when to use the 4. You know when to not even look at the 1 minute at all and just trade the 1 hour. These skills come with time. You can't just get these skills over immediately. They come with time. You procure these skills over and over again, and they eventually make it happen. All right. So we trade mainly on MEXC and KuCoin, but mainly MEXC now too. And MEXC has 0 spot maker and taker fees. I just want to put that out. Link in the description below. What I also like to do is put a link to the trading group. If you want to join the trading group, we hit Bitcoin last night for a beautiful call, right? Well, we put out a Pepe call. Someone just said, hey, I made money on that Pepe call. Thank you, Crypto Lifer. Someone's always stopping by and saying, hey, thank you for the call. Or thank you for the setup you put on my radar. I have the education, but, you gave me the education sometimes, they say. But if they only had the education without me, they already had it. They're still grateful that I put it on their radar. Like, I'm scanning the markets. All I do all day long is stay concerned that I'm not doing enough for the people that pay for the group. I'm always on my mind, like, what more can I do? What more can I do? Pelosi went a lot on NVIDIA. I know, right? 9 hours before monthly candle prints. Great love, respect to my hero, Crypto Lifer. I respectfully disagree. Their college is brilliant, possibly divinely inspired tool that gives you a voice of equal volume to any voter. Amen. Shout out to Crypto Cowpoke. I don't have a say on it. You know what I mean? No, relax on this Bitcoin cash trade if you are too emo. Hardest working mentor in the game. Shout out to Lifer Adam in the house. God bless you, Lifer Adam. We love you more than you would ever know. So remember, pinned right here in the comment if you're watching, join the Discord. Discord's free just to get into the regular server to see what's going on. And join MEXC. I'm telling you right now, even if you're just watching the stream, you might just see a MEXC. I put out the Bitcoin call live free yesterday. You know what I mean? So, shout out to Alex Parat. Shout out to Ian Diaz. Where can I find the MACD indicator? All that stuff is in my learning library, man. You're in the trading group. You got to get into the learning library where we have every single indicator that I'm using, all that stuff. But to find it real easily and fast, just go up right here, hit the indicator section, hit MACD. Once you have some moving average convergence divergence, once you have it, start. Once you start, it'll go into your favorites. These are all my amazing favorite indicators. Look at that. I got a slew of them. All right. Eventually, you'll be so learned with TradingView, it'll make sense to you as well. And look at that, starting to break out. This looks like it's going to make a monster move. Even the NQ says it wants to make bacon on the beach on this daily time frame. So big moves coming for these bigger ideas. And wow, now we're at 30,200. We're battling to hold, and we got to break this high at 30,003. We really do. It's going to be very, very important that we get back above the zone. Bitcoin Cash, we made the call. We talked about it. This thing is live, man. It was just $100. It went to $300. Irene's home? Yeah. Give me a hug, baby. Oh. Here, take your little cat. I don't want to take that. I love you. I love you so much.
I love you.
You're so cute. How'd you get so smart and so cute, huh? Huh? Yeah. I love you. What? Yeah, the blue one, right? Yeah. She learned her colors, and she learned blue first, so everything, and whenever she says something blue, there's a blue car, that's a blue one. All right, so it was bearish divergence on Bitcoin Cash right here. Swing down and swing down while that was swinging up. That was what I saw bearish divergence on this morning. I was like, I know I saw something. But yesterday, during the live stream, I think it was 11:38, I talked about putting an alert right here, making a bit of a flag. I found the flag could have changed, you could have but even if that flag started to break out, and this thing was gone. I mean, this thing just absolutely ripped to the upside like you wouldn't believe. Like, I put it in this flag too with a measured move all the way up to 279. We started down here. I mean, Bitcoin Cash just on an absolute tear. The second they added it to that EDX exchange with Fidelity and Citadel, it's been on an insane tear to the upside. Since June 20th, it was only $108. I mean, it's up it tripled from 100 to $300. Would I still get into Bitcoin Cash now? I'll delete all my old work and take a look at it. Someone asked. I mean, the 21 and the 200 are getting far apart. You want to go to the daily time frame, number one, and the daily's just spent. I would take profits right now and walk away. Whenever I see a wick on a daily candle, whenever I see that far away from the 21-day moving average, you're going to have to come back. And you may continue to pump to $400. But I don't chase things that are just... You have to remember. Let's talk about a coin and the idea here of trading. Get into a trade at $100, goes to 200, 300, gets all the way up to $300. Fine, it goes to 400. That last leg up to 400 is so high risk. Like say this is 300 here and it goes up to 4. So you sell right here, but you got in down here. You don't have to get the entire move. You got 80% of the move, 90% of the move. The last 10% is the highest risk area, and you could miss it. And then watch, usually it retraces back down here, even if you miss that initial pump. So don't ever get too heady about selling a little early. Just be happy that you got most of the move. Trading happens in the middle. No one hits the exact top. No one hits the perfect bottom, but the exact middle is where price action can get you paid. Once there's a movement going, take advantage of that movement. This daily told you to get in on the low Stokes and get out on the high Stokes. Just trading stochastics on this move would have been beautiful. Keeping it simple is amazing. All right? So I'd be taking profits here and waiting for this to come back down to the 618 Fibonacci level, which I believe it very well may, which is back to 189. I mean, it's getting ripped up. It's getting overvalued too fast for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it is what it is. You know? So the spot in ETFs are inadequate, and then Bitcoin just tumbles out of nowhere. So crazy, right? Always something going on every single day here on the channel. Always something going on. It does not matter. Shout out to the 655 people on the live. RIP to this. We had 711 people. RIP to the 60 people that bounced on out. We love you. We're going to continue to give you value every single day here, though. All right. Moving forward. Wow, HIPENGUIN's been on a tear. Coins that nobody knows about that we trade on in this trading group all the time. I was looking at a bunch of coins last night that looked pretty interesting to me. TRIAS has been on a tear. Probably coming back down for a move. Let's take a look at TRIAS. And I even have a Token Metrics account, and I basically got gifted their Autobot, their one of their NFT bots that gives you lifetime access, right? So look at this TRIAS. I talked about it in this falling wedge to the upside. This thing blasted out that falling wedge inside of this triangle, and it even has a bigger measured move, right? And I put a flag on it there and said, wait, put an alert and put the flag out. See when the alert hits on the smaller time frames. We got ourselves a flag brewing here on the 1 hour time frame. You have to remember, everything's watching Bitcoin at that level. If Bitcoin loses that 30,000 and takes a dump, most coins are going to follow suit. That's just how it works. I know it's annoying, but it's just life. All right. So you're watching this flag on TRIAS that's continuing to want to make a move here. You can see once things consolidate nicely, and look, that's technically kind of a cup with a handle. It's a cup and handle. and it blasted the length of the pole to the upside. Even if you just played the falling wedges break up the length of their pole. And look at that. I mean, it's exactly where you went. That's how you do measured moves. That's how you figure it out. TRIAS. This thing was a buck not too long ago. Already back to 4 beans. Making bacon on the beach, man. So I'd be watching this flag here. Falling wedge flag for a move back to the upside. Take a look at our 4-hour time frame. 4-hour very oversold as well. This thing's been on an absolute tear. The only thing is that the moving average is starting to get a little too far apart. 22 hours oversold, but the daily's still a little high. I believe the daily's going to get scooped here. I'd watch for this 4-hour to break on out for TRIAS. The measured move is still waiting here at about 595, 598. Says we can easily get up there. $6, 599 for TRIAS. All right. Lack of bearish momentum in the MACD, pushing up on the stochastics. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing made bacon on the beach not too long from now. I'd be watching this little flag here. It's also resetting and retesting a local resistance there, like previous resistance, new support. TRIAS for a breakout on this flag. Bitcoin goes sideways or doesn't break down, we'll get a move for TRIAS. Possibly 24% gains out of a swing trade, and maybe even more if we stay inside the move. And, you know, this could be a bigger gainer, too, in the long term. I really like TRIAS. TRIAS is a known coin that I like the team. They made some big gains recently. So TRIAS. So Bitcoin was breaking out and was doing great when I made the title today. Today's one of those days where they changed price action. I was in the shower, man. Bitcoin went down by $700 while I was in the shower. And I showered from literally 10:05 to like 10:10. You know, I was like 3 minutes late today, too. I apologize for that. The main reason I was late, it's kind of gross, is I got a sunburn again. Refused to use suntan lotion. I didn't use suntan lotion for years, and I never got a burn. I knew exactly what to do. But then I kind of forgot my routine. Like, I had a water shirt I always put on. After I got hot for a while, I'd put on the water shirt. The water shirt was, had SPF on inside, so I wouldn't get burned. I had a whole system of doing it now. And when I usually do get burned the first couple days in the sun, and then I usually don't get burned for the rest. It's like my skin gets tough to it. I don't know, but... And so I was peeling bad in the shower, like just like peeling off of me everywhere. I know it's gross. So I'm sitting in the shower trying to take a quick shower, but I can feel my skin peeling. So horrible, right? I shouldn't be bringing this up. The viewership just absolutely declines immediately. Like, they're just like, we don't want to know about your skin peeling. It's gross, bro. Leave that to yourself, man. Who here wants to know about my skin peeling? Let it burn, baby. Got Bitcoin at 30K. Should I ride to the top? You got to do whatever makes you happy. I'll never tell you what to do with your money. I'm not a financial advisor. Getting sunburn gets easier every year. I know, right? So no gamma squeeze. No, Sam. I must say you did call the short this morning on Bitcoin from MEXC at 9:01. I called the short this morning? Hold up. I must say you did call the short this morning on Bitcoin from MEXC at 9:01. Really? I called the short at 9:01? Hold on, Mike. Check. Here's our Bitcoin update for the morning. So last night I found this cup and handle. I longed it. I said I was long at this point, right? Sexy voice too. I mean, you gotta love the voice. I'm just messing. That sucks. I hear my voice every day though. I gotta deal with it. I gotta have a good voice. It's gotta sound good if you're gonna use it every day, you know? Anyway. So I just want to look, I want to look deeper too. I want to look at the DXY. I got to see what the dollar index is doing today. Nice that it got a rejection there on the 4-hour time frame. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's what we wanted to see too. We wanted to see the 4-hour get rejected. Remember, we talked about this. We wanted to see it come up to the top here and get rejected. We want to see it continue in this. See, here we have two big patterns at play. We have the giant falling wedge. And if you follow the wedge with a highlighter here, right, you're coming from the bottom of the wedge to the top of the wedge, back to the bottom of the wedge, right? But then we also have this pattern here to watch, which is a symmetrical triangle that could break up or down either way. You see how we already know we already can see the pathways way before these things happen. And then we know what to watch for. If we break out, we do a bullish retest, we likely going up here. We do a bearish retest, we likely going down there. All right. Hola. Shout out to Sin City Crypto. We love you. God bless the Sin City Crypto team. And they're doing a huge exclusive party on the 29th of July. It's going to be in Las Vegas. I still might make myself over there. I haven't really made plans yet. I got to figure out how to get over there and do all that fun stuff. That's going to be fun. But yeah, I would like to go. George from Crypto Rest is going to be there. A bunch of other people are going to be there. And Sin City Crypto, they're my boys, man. They're like my friends, man. Even if we weren't YouTubers, I mean, we met through YouTube, but we're my buddies. Spent a lot of time. Honestly, of all the people in my life recently, I spent a lot of time with Robin from Sin City Crypto. Because when I'm home, I'm just tutoring, working with my family. I rarely have any time to hang out with friends. It's very rare I get to chill with a friend. Hey, what's up? And I'll be honest, you could look down on me, look sad for me. Oh, he doesn't get to chill. But I chilled for years. For years. I did whatever I wanted. I was at the beach. I worked the night shift. I put my chilling as number one. And my bank account wasn't that big. And I didn't have all the things that I wanted in life. And I wasn't that disciplined. I had a great life. And I loved the people that I hung out with. And I want to find that balance, I guess. But to me, I just go hard at what's in front of me at the moment in time. Like right now, I go hard. Shout out to the one new member today on the live stream. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. And shout out to all the members here. Shout out to all the members. Try to do a member stream today in the woods or something. Member streams are going to be like with me doing something interesting. Like it's not going to be all about the charts, all right? It's going to be a little different. I need to catch up on everyone. Summertime gets busy. The voice for radio and the face for TV. You got it all, Sam. Shout out to the Cash in Crypto, man. We love you, brother. It's my birthday. Timmy313, happy birthday. One of the best. You are one of the most positive people in the trading group. You always say, hey, the trading group will change your life. Jump on in. Timmy313, I love you, man. I love your support that you give me. I love what you say to other people. You're the man, bro. And if you want to see a coin like this guy's asking about Tomo, send a $1.99 super chat. It won't break your back. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Skin cancer is no joke. Just be careful. Thank you, Scotty. I appreciate you saying that. I also have a burn peeling face from Lake Havasu. I know. My nose is like, could be better. But bullish on sunburn skin peeling. Soon we'll have money trees for shade. Shout out to Stack McChange. I must say, you did call the short this morning on Bitcoin. If I could explain to you, it would be a Hollywood film like War vs. Steven Spielberg. I don't know what he's saying, man. Happy birthday, Timmy. Happy birthday, Timmy. 313, we love you, brother. I will follow Lifer forever until it's time. Shout out to Alexandre Parat, man. God bless you. Getting wicked over in the house with the happy birthday cake. So we're watching the dollar index, and we want to see it come further down. It can get tighter and tighter. For now, it looks like it's going to be kind of doing this range-bound zoned area for a while. We'd love to see a bearish retest all the way back to the downside. We'd like to get rejected by this top channel, which we did. Another painting. Show them your painting, my love. Wow. And she's starting to get better and better at the watercolor. Oh, you got some green in there? Or some light yellow, which is turning.
Yeah, light yellow. That's
Look, it makes the white yellow disappear. Look, my hand can go right there. Or it turns it a different color.
Yeah,
Oh, no, it's like see-through.
Yeah, it's see-through. But it's actually,
Look at that.
that's a story fortune teller or something. It tells the future.
A story fortune teller? It tells the future?
Will.
Oh, so it's thinking the yellow is a green because the green screen is pretty close. So it's like, that's pretty interesting. So these are yellow. This is bright yellow. I'll have to take a picture of it. Summer, this is amazing work. I see a heart down here. Is that what's going on?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
I want to see more. I want to see more.
I know. Do you know where any of the sunset one is?
I have no idea where any of your stuff is, baby. I didn't take it, though. All right, Bubba? I think it was downstairs last I saw it. Okay, moving forward. So we locked the dollar index. We want to see that take a move to the downside too as well. Very, very important that we see that move happen. So that's something that's on my radar. What's up with the chat, man? So Bitcoin just kind of struggling right now in this area, going sideways now. Yeah, they messed with it today for sure, man. And now everyone's like in indecision. The good thing is the 21 and the 200 far apart. Usually you do get a pump up to the 21 to the 200 SMA. All right. Life is like a book of someone's drawings. You never know what you're going to get. Sam is transparent, and you were seeing the green through it. No, Sammy, it's transparent, and you're seeing the green through it. Summer needs an NFT collection. Amen. Shout out to Coachy Coker. That's great. Looks so good. Life for Adam. Thank you. I never had the chance to have a kid, but my brother did. Amen. Shout out to Alexandre Perrot, man. Hey, man, live through your brother's children, right? But having children is an amazing feeling, man. Your daughter is so sweet. Reminds me of my baby girl, 2 years and 3 months. Oh, this one's 8 years old, and she's the best. I get an 8-year-old and a 2.5-year-old. They bring so much light into my life. Like, I could lose money. I could lose a trade. I could win a trade. Things could go up or down. At the end of the day, man, my kids, my wife, my ability to provide, it's all connected. That's the one thing, though, is money is connected to your, like, how you provide for your family, how you connect with your family. Like, being inadequate as a man, no man wants to feel like he can't provide. No man wants to feel like he can't provide. And I want to help any person help provide more, learn more, understand more, get an education that can change your life. Join the trading group today. Yeah, best channel for TA and mental training. Let's go, Jay Bella. Tomo looks like a cup and handle. Love you, bro. We'll take a look at Tomo. Thank you. Back to the grind next week. Vacation over. Gonna miss your live streams. Live. Amen. But the fathers were, okay, yeah. 99 worth 2 times. Gus, at least. Try it out. Amen. Facts by Big Dog. So many people here, man. Too true. Stay true to your kids, man. Stay true to your family. Everything else will pan out. Do the right thing. Do the right thing for your kids and your wife every single day, and things will pan out in the right direction. Stay true to God. Believe in God. Pray to God every morning. Put your faith in the higher power. Know that you can't do everything yourself. Knowing that we all need a little bit of help. Ask for help. Don't be afraid. And, make it happen. Oh, that's old news from yesterday. Sorry about that. And with that, we're going to bring you the news like we do every day at about 11:30. A little earlier today because I want to make sure I get it done. Some days I miss it, and I don't want to miss. So give me a second here. Let's bring down the music. Let's bring down that music, and I will be right back with the news. As we mute that for you there. You can hear the fan in the background now a little bit more. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting that I don't have the news. So I'll just do something like this. I'll be right back with the news. Shout out to everybody here. My name is Samuel James Price, and every single day I go live. Can you believe it? Since February of 2021, haven't taken one day off. That's right. We're going to approach 1,000 streams without a day off entering into September, October. I can't believe it. So, God willing, I stay healthy and everything keeps going my way. So, shout out to everybody here. My name is Samuel James Price, known as the Crypto Lifer. I do a show, the Crypto Lifer Show, every single day. I dedicated my life to crypto, and I hang out with people that did the same. We have the Lifers here on the channel. I'm the Crypto Lifer, and together we make the best community in all of the interwebs and all of the internet. God bless you all for being here. So, with that being said, I'd like to give you the news, the fast and furious information that could change the way the markets shift and move every single day, and just find out what partnerships are being made, what big companies, like yesterday we talked about MasterCard, that's expanding its blockchain move. That's a big deal. You want to know that stuff, and I give you the information every day. First thing I want to talk about is the SEC says spot ETF filings were not clear and comprehensive. Doesn't mean they got rejected, but they weren't clear, so they're definitely not getting passed in, but maybe they just have to tweak something, do something different. They also didn't make it clear exactly which ETFs they were. Was it BlackRock's? Was it the Van Eck? What's going on? And we also see Fidelity trying to get back into the mix again, too. So, but not, some bearish news right now. That ETF, we wanted that to go smoothly and to move forward. We didn't get the move. People were anticipating that news to be more bullish, It didn't happen. All right. We also went over the PCE data, the price consumer expenditure, and that actually was lower than it was, but people are still paying a good amount for food, and things are going up too as well. But it was a little more bullish than bearish. Extended the fact that we probably would only have one rate hike going forward, but we will see. But right now, there's a sentiment only one rate hike in July, and then that might be the last for the year of 2023. Bitcoin options. How will Friday $4.6 billion expiry hit the date? We talked about that yesterday. Today they did expire this morning. It looks like they were able to bring the price below 30K just for that moment in time. Pretty shady and manipulative, if you ask me. Bitcoin tumbles on report of the SEC saying spot Bitcoin ETF filings are inadequate. Just another article about it to kind of bring it to your attention. The news sent the price of Bitcoin plunging by $1,000 or more than 3% in the space of a few minutes. At present time, Bitcoin was trading just above 30,000, as it still is at about 30,057 right now. About to break 30K. Keeps playing with the $30,000 region right now. Not fun. The SEC said in a previous ETF rejection orders that the sponsor of a Bitcoin trust would have to enter a surveillance sharing agreement with a regulated market of significant size. A market of significant size is one where anyone trying to manipulate the price of an exchange-traded product has to trade on the same market the exchange-traded product is based on, meaning the agreement would let the sponsor and the trading platform identify any wannabe market manipulators. At present, no federal regulator has oversight of spot Bitcoin markets, a state of affairs the Commodity Futures Commission has lobbied to change for years. Well, it's an asset that they can't really hold down like the other assets. They can't bring them into court. They can't say, hey, you follow. The Bitcoin doesn't have to follow their rules. Bitcoin makes its own rules. Bitcoin is a programmable money that just does what it does. They didn't understand that. They've never seen anything like this before. Every other form of money came from some type of entity or place, an origin which they could press and push and manipulate. Another human being they could scare. Scare tactics, all sorts of other things can happen. Use your imagination. Okay? But the idea there is Bitcoin, you can't death threat Bitcoin. You can't, basically blackmail Bitcoin. You can't say, we have a picture of you, Bitcoin, doing this, and we're going to put it out there if you don't do this. Anyone else who does anything for any company can be blackmailed, and then they could actually, mess with the company. This is a beautiful thing. Bitcoin is special for that reason. All right. South Korea lawmakers passed crypto bill to protect investors. New law authorizes power to impose penalties and liabilities for damages caused by unfair crypto trading practices. South Korea lawmakers have passed a crypto bill for imposing liability for damages and enforcing penalties in cases of unfair trading of virtual assets, like if they manipulate the price, if you don't get your spot, or if you get stopped out before you even your order was there. Definitely something to look at, and so that's important. So. And I like the fact that they're doing that. They're putting their people first. They care more about their people, and they trade a lot in South Korea. Some of the biggest volume comes out of South Korea. So it's good that they're putting that in place. Want to make sure that you can't just open up a shady exchange there and take advantage of the people. Everyone, that brings us to the end of the news. I hope you love the news segment today. We're going to bring back that music and get back into the regular scheduled show. But I love you. I care about you. And I'm happy that you kicked it with me for the news every single day. I really appreciate it. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Shout out to the 402 likes on the live stream. Thank you so much for 400 likes. I greatly appreciate that. Only 400 people like the stream. There's got to be more out there in this beautiful world. Wow, so we're attempting to now double bottom here. And this is what we're forming. We're forming this symmetrical triangle here. That's just not looking great. They're more bearish than bullish, I'll tell you that. We also have a lower high. We're trying to attempt that first higher low. You see that low, high, higher low? Got to put in the higher high, and we got to break this 30,300 region. If we do not, just expect more downside. If this starts to kind of go more sideways, we got to expect more downside. The measure move take you down all the way to 29,000. All right. Sad to say. And right here too, we got a lot of price liquidity down here, 29.5, 29,000. BOOKMAP also showing a move down to 29,500 for the day. Okay. We do have a bullish divergence that we pointed out on the 1 minute. We've been on the 1 minute since the stream started, just watching the sideways boring price action on the 1 minute, waiting for price to move here for an hour and a half. After right when we came to the live, we got a massive dump to the downside. All right. Sad to say. And I'd be wary to trade anything at the present moment. I'm waiting on Bitcoin. Might look at some shorts that could play out if this breaks to the downside. The shorts will get paid. We'll take a look at some of the shorts here. And even if I look at a 3S token, it doesn't mean like I have to trade 3S, I might actually trade a futures contract. But when I look at 3S tokens, it gives me an overall view of the market, of the total market, so I can kind of get a grasp over what's happening. Talked about the dollar index, talked about the S&P, NASDAQ, both look really good for a bigger move coming. Tells you that money printing is going to happen. I gave up on Jasmine because they had a $26 million market cap, and then 2 days later, they had a $260 million market cap. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if it was coin market cap and all that, but after that, I gave up on this coin. I wasn't a fan anymore. Also, it didn't have the market cap that I thought it had. I was into it if it had that market cap. Once it didn't have that market cap, it really wasn't the coin that I wanted it to be. If that makes any sense, you know? I mean, you look at these short, you look at the Bitcoin short, and it's just like, it's in a bear flag. It would have to Bart Simpson all the way back to the upside here. I mean, eventually things do break back up. Nothing goes down forever, but that's a bear flag. Pointing down on the 8-hour, wanted a dump on that, 12 and the 22. So shorts don't look that strong. That looks like a bear flag that's going to dump to the downside. The dollar index isn't done dumping either. It's interesting. So I'm just gazing at the short token, seeing if there's any like bear pennant, bull pennant. BNB is interesting here. We talked about this BNB short to the upside. It made a nice move. Made a gain of about 21%. Can't beat that, right? BNB short out of the flag to the upside. I believe the 4-hour was also in that short. Yeah, it looked pretty nice. See that? I believe I gave that to the trading group. 30,010. They're trying to break 30,000 so bad right now. It's like being battled on this level. So I delete this work for a second. I take a look, and BNB has been bearish. They've been hitting Binance US hard, and they've lost a lot of volume, right? And it wasn't the main, Binance.com is the main, and Binance, it's interesting. Could BNB coin get a more of a pullback to the downside? This suggests that it just very well may. The 4 hours oversold. You're at the bottom. It is kind of a symmetrical triangle. Could break up or down either way. It's a chubby triangle. So we could say, okay, it could break down. But if this breaks back up, if the short can break out and retest 29, I mean, this thing's going to rip all the way to about 47 on my radar. So I'd be watching this BNB short, all right? Just keep it on the radar. What I do is I give you like 2 or 3 days before a real big move for Bitcoin. I'll be able to look at Bitcoin. I'll be like, in a couple days, we're getting a big move. I can tell, but based on the chart, how tight we're getting into a zone. Then when I see that happening, I start looking at other altcoins we could play that could make money. I look at like bullish scenarios, bearish scenarios, and I post a few here and there. I say, listen, if Bitcoin can't get above the zone, keep the BNB short on your radar. So like it's better than a signals call, because a signal call is like, here it is right here. You have to get into it. This is the signals call, right? What I try to do is get you ready for the market, give you all the scenarios that could be involved in the move so you can make the decision for yourself. And I just want to give you all the tools. It's like you're going into war. I'm giving you every single thing you need. I'm giving you a rope. I'm giving you a knife. I'm giving you a gun. I'm giving you everything you need to get. I'm giving you and the skills and the training, right? So you can take advantage. So watch the BNB short in case Bitcoin tanks and loses support. Look at that 4 hour, though. Turning back up, could get a nice move. Lack of bearish momentum. This looks like it wants to pump to the upside. The BNB short. You get 3x leverage on this, so if you don't have to trade leverage, it already is leverage into the ETF. You just buy the ETF and trade it bullishly, and you'll be able to make a move for Bitcoin. You have these 3S tokens on MEXC Global and KuCoin. Wherever you want to go. You could also do, probably BNB down on BOSADEX or on Binance. Also, if you want to trade Binance, we have a link to BOSADEX in my description below. And you do need a VPN, but you'll be able to trade all of the beautiful, juicy setups on Binance. I mean, if that doesn't get you excited, and if you're already on Binance but you have to leave or you're leaving, and you transfer the money from Binance to BOSADEX, it'll be an internal transfer. They're somehow using a cloud. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but it's a cloud. It's a very good system that they got going on. All right. LINA has been fun to trade. Let's take a look at LINA. It's been fun to short. It's been fun to long. It's been giving us liquidity. Let's take a look at LINA. It's on MEXC and KuCoin. Probably start using the MEXC charts more and more. Eventually, what I need, this is what I need. If someone wants to help me do this, and I'll pay for it. I'll pay someone $150. All right, $150. Might take you 3 hours, you know. And you're going to have to go to MEXC, open up your TradingView account, go to MEXC, all right, go to the market, and I need you to find every single coin on MEX Global. Every single coin, all right? You got to go page by page, and I want you to add every coin. Aped, Haha, Kusama, ET, you know, every single coin. Like, look, did they have Aped? If it's on MEXC, I figure they have it. Yeah, there it is, Aped. And then I want a list. So if you could do that for me, because I could do it, but it's going to take me hours. I'd rather pay someone to do it. Anyone here want to do it for me? Let me know. I can even give it to my Lakochi. You want to do it? I'll give it to Lakochi Coker because I already have people working for the company, and I'll give you. I'll throw you a bonus, Lakochi, if you do it. You know. Can you give me the gig? I got one, dude. Giving us homework. I'll do it for you. Do you want it in the list form or pics? No, I need a list like this. Just like, you know, just like the KuCoin list. All right, CJ Bear Baker, because you already work with us in a way. You're kind of, eventually you're probably going to work with us. All right, so Bear Baker, you could do it. I'll let him do it, Lakochi, because he's been like, he'd been like, we had a, whatever. I promise him I never say anything, but I was thinking of doing this because I want to trade them there more. I'll get the list stack, and then I'll give it to everybody. All right? It could be a conjoined. We could combine the list. Now, I want one list at a time. So, CJ Bear Baker, man, can you get it done within, today's Friday. I want it done by Sunday. Could you do that? Takes 2 minutes using the filters in TradingView. Okay. All right, I'm going to give it to Bear Baker. All right. And I'll start right now. I'm giving it to Crypto Bear Baker, not CJ Baker. Unless you guys are the same dude, I'm getting confused. Crypto Bear Baker. He already works with me closely. Crypto Bear Baker. He's a moderator. He's part of the team. He's already given so much and he's already done so much, and he's helped so much. So, all right. Damn it. Sorry, CJ Baker. I'll find some other task for you. How's that? All right. I don't want you upset. But, you know, that's the only thing is I know it's something I need to do. I need a list of all the KuCoin. Like, I have all the KuCoin coins. Every coin on KuCoin right here. Like, every single short, every single long, all that. I need the same thing for MEX Global. All right? I will start now. Thank you, Bear Baker. I appreciate it, man. I would love it done by Sunday night. I am a demanding person. If you work for me, I am demanding. I figured once you decide to work with me, you want to go hard. If you want to go hard, I'm going to go hard. You know what I mean? And we're going to go hard together. So, I trade on Binance. I opened my account back in 2017. Is it possible to put your reference link? I don't know if you could. You could try. I think once you signed up, though. You could make up a new account. You'd have to just sign up with a new account with my reference link. I'd get it done today. Interesting. He says he's get it done today. Wow. I like it. Do you share your buy and sell signals in your premium Discord? I basically show you everything that I'm doing. But sometimes you have to understand that some days most of what I'm doing is scanning the market and helping out everybody else, right? Like, I may not buy into something, but I may post 5 charts that pop. So it's more of like I'm trying to show you everything that I'm looking at. Also, like, I may put 10 grand in something that I'm looking for a 3-week hold. Like, we may not trade the same. You know what I mean? You may not trade exactly like me. Like, I may go 27x leverage. You may not even know how to trade leverage yet. So I show you every single setup that I believe is highly likely going to play out. All right? Lifer, I need one of those sexy suits for this wedding this weekend. My man. Yo, back home, Sammy, you're brighter than normal. I am not back home, man. I'm in the same spot. But the sun is just so bright and shining. It's keeping me just happy. Also, I probably adjusted the camera for back home and never readjusted it back the other way. But you never know. It could also just be the shirt. The shirt is emulating light. You know, who knows? But I did 100K on Bitcoin Cash last night, made great gains. My man made massive gains on Bitcoin Cash. That's insane. Lifer, I need one of those sexy suits. My man. $37.50 per hour. My man. Check your DMs. List is done. Look at that. Look at this. See, the list is done already. Look at this. Done. And that's every single one, too? Oh, my God. David Kendall, man. Look at this. I got the best crew in the game, man. All I have to do is open my mouth. There's no signals in the 99 trading group. However, there's magnificent traders to shadow, hanging out with top-ranked traders if you want to become one. You get a max of 1,000 coins. Well, let's see. I should have the list now. Let's see. MEXC USDT pairs. I even have futures. Oh, that's definitely the list. I mean, that's every coin in the game. It seemed. Why does it seem so? Hold on. Let's see. All right. How come so many are like not filled in? Oh, they are. I just have to open up. All right. It's all there. It's just a lot of information. It's just loading them up. Amazing. Amazing. Every single coin on this puppy. Yo. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you hit the pie chart. Dude, you're the man for doing that. And if you want, you can just post that to the elite, but I'll also post it. But you're the man, dude. You hit share list right here, and you hit copy right there on that link. Seems like it's late and dude, this is amazing. We had 700 viewers today too. We had a lot. We got a big bump out of nowhere. YouTube hooked us up. Something happened, or someone that streams didn't normally stream, and then I took a little bit of that love. Yeah, see how long that took to load. I don't know if this is sharing the list. You know. So it's every single pair on MEXC Global. It's going to become our new home, you know. All right, man, thank you. I don't know if that list is like bogging down my TradingView or something. It's weird. TradingView just like went kibosh on me. Got super slow when I did that. I don't know why. Okay, Sammy, what can my task be? Don't ask me now, man. I'm not good at that. Like, I got to think on that for a while. For DK, $5 from D-Dubs. God bless you, man. Only less than 2 million left on the exchange for Bitcoin. Interesting. Only 2 million Bitcoins left on the exchanges. I'm telling you, man, it's getting scarce. It's getting more and more scarce. And people are going to wish they gobbled up Bitcoin at the right times. And there's nothing you can do when people they're going to look back on these times and say, man, I had a chance to do something big and it didn't happen. You know? Dude, only 230 left? Whale alert? That's crazy. So he's saying that someone's buying up Bitcoin like you read about. Interesting. That's one thing I shouldn't be doing is keeping that fiat going. That slows us down. That slows me down. That slows me down. Get rid of all the news that's eating up my cookies. I'm going to end the show anyway, but TradingView is like shutting down on me right now for some reason. Perfect timing, you know what I mean? We basically want to see if Bitcoin can get back above that range and get above 30,300. That's the key. You don't want to see it slipping. Right now, it's about to go back below 29,000 yet again. I don't know if that link, the list was so big, or I don't know, man. You never know. I work this computer so hard, and I push it to the limit. So I get it, you know. I get it. But we woke up to gains today. Shout out to anyone. Maybe I put $100,000 on Bitcoin Cash. He must have made a pretty penny, like a couple hundred racks. I mean, that's huge. Yeah, the second I imported that list, TradingView just bombed on me. Look at this. Look at it on KuCoin or MEXC. Big thanks for the stream and a happy weekend. Join the 99. I'll be on time anytime. Whenever you figure one out. No worries. I'll do any task needed. Okay? Thanks for the beautiful stream. Like load your paper account. NVIDIA chipset for this laptop. Funny. Now, this laptop's official, man. It really is. $3,000 laptop. 25K new bottom this cycle. Heard that before. Funny. Bone Sore. Thank you, man. Super chats. NAKA came in. It looks like my TradingView is bombed on me right now. Usually it comes right back pretty fast. I've never seen it go that long. There you go. It's back. Takes a moment to think. Had a reset, right? So I'm watching NAKA. NAKA had a huge move, right? So I have an alert on it already. The daily's a little overbought, right? 3-day chart's a little high too. So I'm waiting for the daily to reset and interact with the 21-day moving average. Maybe more lateral. It may not be this much of a falling wedge, but we'll see. And I just want to see this consolidate nicely, and then I'm going to take it for another spin. I like Nakamoto Games, and the fact that it ripped all the way from 7 cents to 42 cents from the November low, I mean, that did a 6X already. Then it made this little flag, popped out again, retraced back down to the 706, 618 area. It was in the golden pocket. It boomed out. So I'm just looking for another retest here, another break to the downside. And honestly, I would pull the Fibonacci from here, and it looks like the 618 could coincide with this resistance area. We could get a bit of a bounce here. So I'm watching Nakamoto Games. A little overbought for me on the 3-day and the daily chart. I want to see it reset and start to kind of find that space, you know. So I'm watching it here. When it hits that line, when it's yellow, I'm going to look at making a move. A little bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom there too that broke out. Usually there's a little flag and then another pump to the upside. Let's take a look at our baby bitty bitty Bitcoin, like we do every single day. So we went over all the bullish and bearish scenarios. I hope, I kept you into the bigger ideas, the smaller ideas. We went from the weekly, 5-day, 3-day, daily, 4-hour, right? And it brought us all the way back down to the 1 minute. And the whole entire show, we've been watching this flag on the 1 minute to see if we can get back above a key resistance area. And the key resistance area right now is where we double topped right there at 30,300. You got to make a move back above this to the upside. We got to. We got to. And so far, we're in this like wedge here, this falling wedge. This white part is the bigger channel that's in play. We've been kind of holding it. You could say we're in a falling, broadening wedge in a way. I guess I could do that. It's a messy channel. Man, we nailed Bitcoin this morning. Everything was going great until the SEC news came out. And then we just got this massive red candle. Complete manipulation. So strange, right? We're back inside the pattern now that we clearly kind of, in my mind, had broken out of. And like we had it like this. We had broken out, we flagged, we broke out, with the retest, we broke back inside the pattern. We could just break right back out of the pattern again. I've seen that happen. So that's why we have to see if the smaller time frames will keep us inside these trend lines. We want to see that this trend line, we don't lose the trend line, you know? Hold on, why do I have two trend lines there? Let me just... I have one right here. I'm looking at the 1 minute. Let me go down to the 1 hour. I'm looking right here. I'm trying to see why I have two lines. Okay, because I have this other falling wedge in here on the 15 minute. I get it. I see it. All right, yeah. So here's the bigger channel right here, and here's the smaller channel. So far, Bitcoin has held the zone, right? We haven't seen the 29 yet, but we're like a buck away at this point. So all stream for an hour and a half straight now. We dumped, we recovered, got resistance by the similar, and just been sideways the whole time. And that could bear flag us further to the downside. We're watching closely. You're very oversold on the 15 and the 7. You'd expect some type of bounce. The bounce just has to get us above 30,300. We look at BOOKMAP for you too as well. You can see right here, it says 29.5, huge. Like, it's got a huge order at 29.5. It's like 80% chance we're going to go lower. 80% chance we're going to go lower. I just have to put that out there. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Let me make sure this can handle that MEXC list. Yes, excellent. 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 I just wanted to make sure, and I'll be scanning this every day now for gains. You're going to see a lot more MEXC calls coming out. You know, I dabble slowly. You know, I have KuCoin. It works great. I use KuCoin until and then something changes. And then we were using MEXC since last August. It's been almost a year since we used MEXC. The rep for MEXC hit me up in June, in May, in July, asking me to join. And I said, man, I'm so sick of people trying to shill their stuff to me. Leave me alone. I kept saying, leave me alone. Then finally one day I woke up. I made the login. I started working with the team. I realized they actually were pretty cool. They inspired me. And I said, okay. Remember, comp's getting kind of like some liquidity sent into it. And I do see a hidden bullish divergence. I see a bearish right there a little bit, but I see this swing to the downside here. And I see price action swinging up. That tells me the trend should continue to the upside. I wouldn't be surprised if comp made a gain, continue to the upside. Comp's another coin that kind of beats to his own drum. Doesn't move a lot. When it does, it can do its own thing compared to Bitcoin. So you're seeing some hidden bearish divergence on comp, something you may want to pay attention to. And I could do this all day long. I could never stop. I could show you 1,000 setups. It could never end. And that's why when the show ends, the trading group picks up from where we left off. All right? Shout out to David Kendall for hooking me up, man. God bless you, David. Thank you for everything, brother. Nicest thing you could have ever done. Saved me hours and hours of work. God bless you, man. Thank you. All right, everyone, that's it for the day. I'm out for the day. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Please be good to your fellow man. Be good to yourself. No negative self-talk. Today, you're going to do the best things for yourself every single day. You're going to breach. You're going to push. Great things are going to happen to you. I'm so excited for you. I know you're excited for me. And have no fear. Know that all will be well and everything's going to work out in the long run. So God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for everything. And I'll see you tomorrow on another beautiful morning live stream. And then again at the night at 8 p.m. So thank you so much for everything, everyone. I love you all more than you would ever know. The whole time I had the music off. I forgot. But thanks to everyone being here. God bless each and every one of you. I love you all more than you would ever know. And I thank you all for your viewership, for your kindness, super chats, your love, your gratitude, your positive energy. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every day without you. I have a purpose in life, and I show up every single day, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I got somewhere to be, finally, and it's where I want to be, and I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. May God bless each and every single one of you. Have the best day, the best life. You can, you will, you are the best, baby. Go after it. Let's finish that lemon water. Wait till we need another. I love you all. I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you for everything. You make me smile. You make me happy. You make me excited. I appreciate you. Thank you.